What if you don't want to write the content yourself, but you don't want to pay someone to do it either? Turns out there are still options open to you. One such option is to create something using content that you already own. Now, this is a particularly viable option if you're a blogger, for example. In this case, all you had to do is select several blog posts you've already written and then write a foreword and compile them into a book. Add a couple of unique posts to the book as well, and this is something you can even market on your site. On the web, it's very important that all content be unique, as otherwise Google won't show it. But in case of an ebook on Kindle, there's no way that Google will see the content, and you don't need to rank on Google. As long as the content is yours and you own the copyright, there's absolutely nothing stopping you from publishing it on your blog and selling it in a book that you've created. Another option is to try and get other people to write your content for free. Now, this might sound like it wouldn't happen, but it can do if you find the right crowd and they're excited at the prospect of being in a book. For example, you could create a poetry anthology and run a competition for people who want to try and get themselves in the anthology. Then just publish those poems and charge a small fee for people to read them. And the same goes for short stories. There are more options too. Depending on your coding prowess, for instance, you may be able to write an algorithm that generates certain types of content for you. That might mean writing a program that generates body weight workouts, for instance, or writing a program that comes up with strange poetry. Now there's an interesting project. You can even repackage and sell content that's in the public domain. Books that have no copyright anymore are fair game, and if you can find something that's old but still relevant, then this is a viable option. While all these options are legitimate routes to take, though, you'll always have a lot more success if you write your own content specifically for the purpose of selling a book. Remember, people are going to be reading this, and you need to impress them with high quality writing and useful information. Note as well that this also works in reverse. That is to say, there's nothing stopping you from publishing the book you created for Amazon elsewhere and making even more money from it. You can publish to Barnes& Noble, Sony's Reader Store, iTunes, Google Play, and more. And all of these will help you to get more exposure. Now, this isn't an option if you want to enroll in Kindle Select, though, unfortunately. Better yet, why not physically publish your book? POD publishing is print-on-demand publishing and basically means that you can publish a book in a physical format and only pay each time the book is purchased. So in other words, you don't need to order 1,000 copies and then try to sell them. Amazon even has its own print-on-demand service, which you can use at the same time as selling through Kindle Select. You can then promote this from your website and in videos, and it will look very professional as you'll have a physical item to brandish. You can also use lulu.com, which you can find here at lulu.com. That said, if you're looking for a way to increase the volume of content you can create, or you're looking for a way to maximize your potential income, then another option to take is the horizontal distribution approach. This has a real danger of being spammy, so do be careful here, but it's worth a consideration. Horizontal distribution effectively means that you're taking an idea for a book or service, and then you're marketing that to a wide audience under several different guises with mild tweaks. For example, if you took the suggestion from an earlier video of creating a book that provides SEO and internet marketing advice for people in particular careers, how to promote your counseling business online that we talked about earlier, then you can always repackage a lot of the same content for different businesses. Simply write a foreword that is specific to the particular niche that you're looking for, and then write a generic book on how to set up a website, how to market yourself with SEO, and how to set up an online order form or email marketing list, etc., etc. Now, each time you mention something that relates specifically to the certain niche you're interested in, You include a small tag, specific in square brackets, for example. You can then search for that specific tag using find and replace on your word processor and simply change the relevant text to relate specifically to your given niche. 90% of your book might use the same content, but you can now sell it as online marketing for counselors, online marketing for personal trainers, how to market your web design business online, how to market your jewelry business online, ad nauseum. No one is going to try and buy more than one of these books as the areas of interest are so diverse. So you're not cheating anyone out of a high quality purchase. At the same time, though, you'll find that you're able to get clicks from many different niches and thereby improve your exposure significantly. This is what is meant by horizontal exposure because you're spreading your product out horizontally for lots of people to find. Likewise, you might be able to recycle specific elements from particular books. So if you have a book on workouts while traveling and a book on working out for students, you could perhaps recycle the chapter that details specific bodyweight workouts and diet tips. It would work equally in both niches. It's up to you if you want to go down this route or not, but just note that you can create a lot more products a lot more quickly this way. And if you have 1,000 books in the store, then it doesn't matter if you only sell one of each a week. That's still going to be thousands of dollars worth of profit. Ultimately, if you can increase the volume that you're putting out, then you can scale your business infinitely, and that results in a near foolproof way to make money.